718_TV live with Madden, LFL20, Legacy Football League Custom Franchise Mode, Season 2, Week 5. Got my Oakland Raiders going up against Jay Drew, Ezekiel Elliott, and his New Orleans Saints. Currently sitting at 3-1. Hopefully looking to go 4-1 on Week 5.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Oakland Raiders. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Carr. Got a man. It's Brown. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Miller. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Hey, Raider 2. Hey, orbit. 36. Watch twist. Watch twist. Express. Motion. Reset. Well, Bimbo. Kill.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. This will be caught by Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. Kayvon Webster there to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. A nice little juke. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It's caught, Smith. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards is the pickup, 1st down, New Orleans.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The 1st down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 36, Breeze. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Hey, Brandon, what's going on, bro? Hey, say what's up to the pup for me, man.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. Focus, defense, focus.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
Hey, what kind of puppy you got?
Key, the ex-LSU Tiger there on the stop. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They
Yo,
couldn't get
damn, you
going on
see
the
it,
ground.
boy.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings?
Stop playing with the kid, man.
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Alert 3.
On 2nd down now.
Here we go. There we
It's
go.
Elliott. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions,
About an hour.
I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting
About
in the
an
first
hour.
half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. From his linebacker's spot, Vontez Burfict with a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time.
That's perfect.
I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really
Okay.
didn't give anybody a chance
you pay
to
for
get
it?
up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Ooh. Off tomorrow, right?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Yom Kippur. What is it? The other Jewish holiday, I mean.
Take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Demario Davis there on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Oh, about to say, what are you talking about Mother's Day? I'm about to say, what talk about
the
easy
got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
93. That's why I asked if y'all had to. Ooh.
Carr gonna throw. Over the middle here to Brown.
Right.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there.
Well worth it, too.
Executed crossing route. They'll run on 1st down. It's Miller, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's what they be asking people.
An inside running play, you just know
They be
there
asking
should be a
people
lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Yeah, okay. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it either.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Hey, check Mike 47.
Yep.
Check Mike 47.
Yep.
Stay with you.
I don't blame you.
47's the Mike, boy. 47. Check.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr, and that'll be incomplete.
What?
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 9.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Check.
Lamar Miller. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Express. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. All right, T, let's turn. All right, T. Watch that. Raider 1. Get set.
Throwing now is Carr. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Well, all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, right at the 30. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Miller. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Even. 4 down. Even. Bang. Check. Fresno.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
6-man. Check curls. Slam.
On 2nd down, it's Miller. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Showing it. Express. 47's the mic.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll try and run for it with Miller, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Lamar Miller. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Hey, tell your mom I say hi.
Finish it off one play later with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, and they've got them really thinking to themselves after that.
Tell I apologize for the no shirt in the stream.
Something similar. Instead, they go to the air.
A little hot in my house.
Touchdown that way.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From just shy of midfield, Breeze. Well, this one complete to Smith.
They won't even let me change my man. That's crazy.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. For an offense.
Yo, Brent, what's going on, bro?
Yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
The first down carry by Elliott. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. 3rd down here.
The commands, what do you mean? Talk to me, talk. I used to have them on before.
Ready? You ready? Check 53. I got you. I got you. 36. 36. 53.
From the gun, it's Breeze. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on.
Okay, so you know what? I'll go into the settings after this game. I gotta leave after this game. So when I come back, I'll go ahead and do that.
Like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The kick by Lutz is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Hey, Haywood!
They go play action here on first down. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Miller. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will
Okay,
take
so
the
yeah, I
beat
gotta.
and move
All right, that's easy to
laterally
do. I have
and open
stuff
up a
like that with
crease
my
that they can
Discord,
run through.
so I'm
Didn't
pretty sure
happen
it's
on
just
that
commands
play.
I gotta set up.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, I'll
Just a
definitely
yard
look
on
into that.
last run. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Here's Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives
Yeah,
them
I
a
got
chance to
two,
regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a big shot.
I got my hand. I think that's about it.
637. Express. Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey, Echo. Tight down. There you go.
Throwing again. Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he's got this down to the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Carr now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now Carr again. The quick hitter complete. It's Brown. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
56 to Mike.
Hey, Delta.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Mike 56.
Carr to throw again. And he's going
Out
to
of
be hit
field goal
and
range.
taken
Damn.
down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Carr and the Raiders.
Hey, Ginger, what's going on? Where you been at?
Looking up at a 3rd and long.
29. 56. Check 56.
Hey, they're scared.
There you go. 56. Mike 56.
From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well
Hey,
into the
hey,
end
Brent, how
zone
many
for a
tattoos you got
touchback.
though? I still want more though.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just... And the Raiders have got him. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
He's checking. He's opposite. Tonight.
Breeze now to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith.
Here we go, Joyner.
For it, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check. Express. Slant. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we'll send you
Yeah, you talk about me, man. I've been working out, man. 14 weeks strong, man. 14 weeks strong. I can't wait to really go hard this winter. Really scope my body for summer 2021.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the screen.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Fights loose. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Check 26, check 26. SOS. SOS.
Carr now to throw.
Nice use alert, too.
It's the linebacker,
That was
Alex
dope.
Anzalone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense
I don't think you ready, Brent.
I
think you ready, man. We'll drop you off real quick. Now we work out big, man. Do a lot of heavy weights, man. We run about 12 miles a week. It's really intense, bro. I'm telling you. And we finish out with calisthenics at the end of every workout.
They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to
Trust me, we've had a lot of people want to join the team, man, and just they give up, man. They can't do it. I promise you, bro.
Not necessarily what you look at your plays. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X,
Not saying
Y,
that you
and
can't
Z,
do it.
and see if we can move forward.
Pretty confident my boy can do it.
Go to the playmakers. Again, it's Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
10th carry now for Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, get in the weight room.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Ricky.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Miller. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Miller. Pushing his way through. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. 2nd down and goal. Carr under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
56,
Now Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone.
No, we do it. We do 4 miles.
The incompletion.
Three times a week. My bad if I said 3 times a day. 3 times a week.
Vinatieri's kick is good.
And how we do it is every quarter mile we'll stop and do 25 push-ups. Then we're right back at it, and then we'll run another quarter mile, stop, do 25 push-ups. And we do that all the way to 4 miles till we get back to where we started. That's our conditioning days. Obviously, we do more after that.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
opposite.
Breeze now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. The tackle made by Ken Crawley.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
To throw, it's Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
That's what I do.
Kill.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Here's Breeze to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now a man who began with the Raiders, it's Latavius Murray. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It's caught, Smith. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Good, 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 good. I-4, ready. 53.
Now Breeze. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Murray. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and run with Murray. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
Ready.
But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
11. We own them. Out. Over. Check 52. Go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment
Put your sneakers
on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On first down, it's Jacobs, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
That's it, baby.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example.
Hey, good game, Jay Drew.
Right
good game.
on that play.
Right on
careful.
time.
They might want
8
to
minutes
throw one over
early.
his head as this game progresses.
Bree up.
And they will take a knee here. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned.
All right, I'm out of here, man. Thanks for tuning in with your boy, BHBrother718_TV. Madden NFL 20 Legacy Football League Custom Franchise Mode. My Oakland Raiders just defeated New Orleans Saints to move 4-1 on the season, week 5. If you haven't done so already, definitely follow my social media links. Hit that follow button, like the page, hit the notification button over on YouTube. You can follow the Facebook and the YouTube at BHBrother718_TV. Also follow my Twitter for the latest news and updates, and my Twitch as I'm looking to get to 1,500 followers to unlock a free giveaway at BXBrother718. Till next week, we take on the Jets. Peace.